Welcome to historic St. Louis. We are at the Bellefontaine Cemetery. I'm Randy Melchard, and today we're at the gravesite of a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He was a man who made a controversial impact in life and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom at the State of the Union address by then-President Donald Trump. He had quite the interesting life, but it wasn't until the end of his life that he made things right with God. Rush Limbaugh was a controversial figure, called the man who had saved AM radio. His radio show went from 1988 through 2021. He was a controversial figure. People would call into his program from all over the country. As a personal man, he had his issues. He was divorced several times. He suffered from drug addictions. And yet at the end of his life, one of his friends, a man who he had had on his radio program, Joel Rosenberg, heard some good news. Near the end of his life, Rush Limbaugh accepted Jesus Christ as a Savior. And it wasn't just a personal decision. In the last years of his life, this was something that came across. As a man who was saved just a couple years before he died, Rush Limbaugh shared on his radio program as he was facing stage 4 cancer.
It's tough to realize that the days where I do not think I'm under a death sentence are over. Now, we all are, is the point. We all know that we're going to die at some point, but when you have a terminal disease diagnosis that has a time frame to it, then that puts a different psychological and even physical awareness to it. The only thing that any of us are certain of is right now, today. That's why I thank God every morning when I wake up. I thank God that I did. I try to make it the best day I can, no matter what. Don't look too far ahead. I certainly don't look too far back. I try to remain as committed to the idea what's supposed to happen will happen when it's meant to. I mentioned at the outset of this, the first day I told you that I have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. It is of immense value, strength, confidence. And that's why I'm able to remain fully committed to the idea that what is supposed to happen will happen when it's meant to.
For a man who could make a difference worldwide, he realized at the end of his life that the one thing that did matter is where he would spend eternity.